There are a lot of women in the world of science who have made their mark, like Christina Hulbe. The Sacramento native spent much of her time growing up in the Sierra, which may have something to do with committing much of her life to studying glaciers.
She developed methods identifying glacial ice shelves and even has a glacier named after her on the Sipple coast off Antarctica. So often, people who make history don't set out to do so.
That was the case for Nina Solarno. The Auburn woman helped pass the Violence Against Women Act. Now, her fight started when she was just 13, when tragedy touched her family.
Here again is CBS 13's Laura Hafley.
She was dating Steve Burns. He was kind of the high school football star.
At 19 years old, Nina Solarno's sister Katina was shot to death after her ex-boyfriend stalked her all the way to her college campus.
He shot her point blank in the back of her head.
Nina Solarno is now the president of Crime Victims United and an Auburn-based attorney taking up arms to defend other domestic violence victims after witnessing a flawed criminal justice system that wouldn't.
She saw the treatment of our family and the victim.
Her fight started in 1979 after her sister's murder.
At 13 years old, I was the youngest victim advocate in the United States. I testified in front of President Reagan's task force.
But it wasn't until 1994, 15 years later, that Congress passed the Violence Against Women Act, the first piece of legislation protecting female victims of domestic violence and sexual assault. Since then, Solarno says California has taken significant steps backwards.
Felony domestic violence is no longer a violent crime in California. Rape of an unconscious woman, which happens at almost every college campus, is no longer a violent crime. We can't prosecute them, and DAs are having hard times with that.
According to RAINN, the Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network, 26.4% of female college students experience rape or sexual assault. But what's worse, that's not the real number.
84% of sexual assault on college campuses don't go reported.
For fear, Nina says, of repercussion, or that the criminal justice system simply won't protect them.
And as hard as it is, bringing it to the attention, reporting what's going on is so important.
So what's the end goal for Crime Victims United?
Female victims have to start speaking out, have to come testify to the legislature. We want these people that are in power to start listening to us because these are our stories. Let's make sexual assault and domestic violence serious felonies again in California.